the prime time, bitch!
All right, hopefully we're live. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So, decided to talk about something that happened, I want to say this morning. Got a message while I was at work. Kind of echoing for some reason. Hold on. It's not coming through headsets. Okay, is it still echoing?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Wanted to talk about something that happened. I think this morning is when all this happened. I had seen it when I first woke up and was getting ready for work. I kind of, was excited a little bit, but I didn't really get to look real in depth on, all the details and everything. When I first saw it, I wish I could throw it up here. I guess I can from my phone. Somebody had leaked the 4K Nightmare on Elm Street artwork. As you can tell there, it's not really the best, but then you had this right here, which I immediately, I don't know if you can see a Nightmare on Elm Street there. Try to zoom it in. I was thrown off by that text, how it's just black. I don't think it's normally like that.
No, I don't think so.
So there was a few things that, I was wondering, I guess the legitimacy of, the person that leaked it. Apparently it was a disgruntled employee, is what I heard. Don't know how true that is. If I can pull it up here. So here's what the person said on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that myself.
I'm guessing that's where the leak came from. And it's pretty crazy how it developed because it kind of reminded me of the situation with the Halloween 4Ks. Dawn of the Discs, they did I guess they reposted that saying Scream Factory, Nightmare on Elm Street 4Ks have been reportedly leaked. I don't know 100% if this is real, but the source has been reliable in the past. And then Scream Factory went on to deny it. I don't know whether you guys can see it there.
I didn't see that until just now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first time I'm seeing that.
And Dawn of the Discs mentioned how they've denied stuff before, like Candyman and Alone in the Dark. Can't really give away your surprises until you're ready. So all of that I seen, and then I decided to look it up because I seen a comment saying that is like the artwork for like the vinyls, like the I don't know what they're called, like Mondo vinyls or something like that. And you can tell it definitely is there at the bottom. That was the artwork for Dream Master. I'll come back all the way over to here. Same art. So, I know a lot of people kind of just bought into it because of the fact that, it was eerily similar to how, the Halloween 4Ks leaked. As much as I want it to be true, obviously a big part of me doesn't want, I kind of feel bad if it does end up being true, which I don't think it is. I would feel bad for the people that have worked, for months and everything like that on the project just to get it, leaked like the Halloween 4Ks.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's just too many red flags, and even the Scream Factory kind of came out and said, hey, we're not putting it out anytime soon. And I even seen them say that beforehand because somebody was asking them. And obviously, you may want to deflect, but I don't buy it. What do you think? What's your opinion on it?
When I saw the original post, I think I sent it to you while I was working, and I didn't know. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I didn't know if it was real, if it was fake, if what it was. when I saw the artwork, it looked a little fishy, and then you dug deeper into it yourself. So after figuring that out, I thought it didn't look like newly commissioned artwork to me. It
No.
looked like something that had already been done. So yeah, I think that news in itself, and I could be totally wrong, those releases in themselves are probably fake.
Mhm.
Do I think that they have a box set in the works? Someone does. There's going to be a Nightmare on Elm Street box set. It might not be this year. It might be next year. Have they at least talked about it? They've had to have thrown the Nightmare on Elm Street box set, around. I mean, there's no way that it's not been discussed, especially with the fact that they have a lot of New Line titles, right? Don't they have, like, is it New Line or is it like which catalog is it that they have? Well, they have Friday the 13th, obviously, because they released the box set. And I mean, they should be able to get the rights to a Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, I would imagine.
Yeah, you would think. Because I'm trying to think. Don't want to say this and be completely wrong, but didn't I could be wrong on this, but I thought Warner Brothers kind of own the rights to I think a Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because it's on the streaming service, or they at least have, the license to be able to put it on there. And Friday the 13th movies, a few of them are on there. So I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, I don't see a world in which we get a Halloween box set, a Friday the 13th box set, and not a Nightmare on Elm Street box set.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. And you are right. I double checked. It is Warner Brothers.
Okay.
That does have the rights. I was looking at this box set when I looked at New Line, the New Line Platinum series, which they might have had the rights at that time. I'm assuming. I mean, I'm assuming they did. I don't know the connection between Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema, so I don't know. But yeah, I do know for a fact that if that's not the legit posting, if that's not the legit artworks or releases, that there will be something. Not necessarily saying that it will be Scream Factory. I think it should be Scream Factory. I think without a shadow of a doubt, they've had Halloween, and out of the big three, out of the A+ titles and franchises, they need to get their hands on a Nightmare on Elm Street. Also, a thing that threw me off with that, I know it with the releases, it says 4K and Blu-ray, so it's like a combo pack. I honestly think they would try to get their money's worth out of the Blu-rays before they release 4Ks. I could be wrong, because I feel like what they did with Friday the 13th, they will have Friday 4Ks. That's going to happen. Oh, yeah. So if they do get the rights and are able to do a box set, wouldn't it make more sense for them to be able to do Blu-ray first, so they can kind of get more profit from doing a Blu-ray set and then give it a year and then release a Nightmare on Elm Street 4K. So that's something that jumped out at me too, was it was 4K and Blu-ray. I just kind of figure, not saying they're a slimy company. I love Scream Factory, but I've seen there's been some questionable things here and there about the way they've handled marketing and the way they've handled certain things. So I feel like they wouldn't release 4Ks right out of the gate. It would be a Blu-ray box set, much like Friday the 13th or Halloween, and then do 4Ks in time. That's kind of what I thought they would do anyway.
Yeah, that's my initial thought process as well, that it would be a Blu-ray box set. You know what I mean? Because they do like to, I guess, go like the Anchor Bay route with, how Anchor Bay released pretty sure like Halloween, Evil Dead, like they released those so many times over the years. Yeah, and Scream Factory has been doing that with the Halloween movies, and I'm sure, if they still, but it's not out of print yet, so I'm sure they still got the rights for the Friday the 13th movies. But like, I can see them doing that later on down the line. Maybe a year from now, maybe sooner than we actually really expect, to put out Friday 4Ks. And I think it's just a matter of time before we actually do get a Nightmare on Elm Street box set. And I think it'll be a Blu-ray box set, but I could be wrong. It could be a 4K Blu-ray thing. But the whole silver lining about this, to me, I've seen a lot of people get really excited. And before all this happened, you had people asking, like, all right, when's that Nightmare on Elm Street box set coming out? If they had any doubts, which I don't think they would. I mean, Nightmare is a huge franchise. this right here has to like seal it away, seal the bag, seal the deal that there is like a market. It is very like in high demand for a proper Nightmare on Elm Street box set, Blu-ray or 4K, because I have this one right here. You can get at Walmart, I think, for like $20. I've seen it actually cheaper. And I popped this in today, and it's okay, but like, so there's just nothing to it. And the menu screens, they have like the wrong Freddy on like each movie. I popped in part 2 and part 3 because it's on the same disc. They have like the Freddy from Freddy vs. Jason on the menu of Dream Warriors and stuff like that. I just feel like this right here just doesn't give respect to the franchise. I mean, the house that Freddy built, and this is all he got, while Michael gets it. Michael and Jason get like a killer box set. I would honestly say don't even get this. I would go get this. This is
that's what I was about to show.
This is still really cool because even though they're DVDs, you get this right here. Show this off a little bit. That's a nice set, man. You get the Nightmare series encyclopedia.
Yep.
And
all snapper case DVD. This set came out in fucking 1999.
Yeah, and it's better than the one today. I can do this here. Like you can see, cool little booklet, man. I mean, for it to be,
I love the simplicity of the original theatrical, the original poster art here for Nightmare on Elm Street. Like I love the snapper cases anyway. So like, I still really dig that layout. And honestly, other than owning the original Nightmare on Elm Street, which is an old Blu-ray release, an older Blu-ray release, I don't have the set that you just showed. I've actually tried to find it in the last couple years just to have them all on Blu-ray, and it's actually spiked in price on Amazon and things like that.
Really?
For whatever reason. So I've not bought it. I just stuck with the DVDs, and now they're all on HBO Max, most of them anyway. So if I want to watch them in a higher quality, I can do it that way.
Just go on there.
Until a box set is released. But I think there's like separate ones. Yeah. I think I own the original Nightmare on Elm Street on Blu-ray, but it's like a New Line Cinema Blu-ray. It's got like the red cover on it and shit. Has like the silhouette of Freddy. I own that, and I also think that they have like maybe 2 packs of 3 and 4 or 2 like they have like 2 packs here and there of those. But outside of that, dude, none of the original Nightmare movies. Obviously, Freddy vs. Jason has been included. It was included on the Friday 13th set. It's been included in shit. So, like, obviously that has one, but 1 through 5 or 1 through New Nightmare for that matter don't really have fucking Blu-ray releases, like which is crazy. I mean, you got the original does, like I stated, but 2 through Freddy's or 2 through New Nightmare, I would say, don't really have like full-blown great Blu-ray releases, and that's a shame, man, because obviously Nightmare on Elm Street is such a huge staple in our lives as horror fans when we grew up on a Nightmare on Elm Street. So, but it's also legitimately out of the big 3, the most unique horror franchise that there is. And like you said, it pretty much built like the house that Freddy built, like you said already. And he has nothing, dude. He has a cheap little box set. That's all he has. So we got to get something.
Shame. Sooner or later. But yeah, I mean, dude, you got the original, you got Dream Warriors, Dream Master. Those are all fan favorites, man. And you got this right here. And then those little double packs that you mentioned. But, man, Freddy deserves a little bit more respect than, this right here. It's just not good. Somebody out there, please give us a box set. Hopefully it's Scream Factory, because I think all 3 of them would go brilliant together. I would absolutely love to see the artwork. Obviously, by the way we're talking, if we didn't, clarify it enough, that is a bad film. Didn't clarify it enough.
That's your favorite, dude.
Nah, man. Nah, dude. If we didn't clarify it enough, we don't think it's real. The quote unquote leak. I'd be surprised, you know what I mean? Because almost everything that they've done that I know of has been newly commissioned artwork. And I just don't think it's legit. I really don't. I hope to be wrong. I'd love to get a, Nightmare box set, but I'm willing to wait, willing to wait for the real thing. And hopefully it's Scream Factory or Arrow Video. I can see them possibly doing it. That would be amazing. I love Arrow Video as well. It needs it. It needs it
It
bad.
does. One of the final things I'll say about the artwork before we close out here is I don't think the artwork's bad. I know it's not newly commissioned. I actually like the simplicity of the glove within each, like you've got the 4 that you showed, and then obviously the ones like you said that were done for I think you said the Mondo, right? Like like I like the simplicity of the gloves like that. I like for the original, it looks like the gloves kind of looks like a Jaws kind of poster, dude, because she's in the water and the gloves coming up. And then, you go from 1 to 2 to 4 or 5. Like, I like the simplicity of that. I think that's cool. If they had artwork similar to that, where it showed Freddy's glove and the differences between each film, or maybe little sketches or drawings of like he was holding. I think the artwork for the 5th one and the I like stuff like that. Like that's cool. And a lot of people had issues with the Halloween 4K artwork. So maybe if they did dial it back a little and made it a little bit more simple, then it would please more people. Maybe, I don't know, but
I would be completely happy with that artwork. I don't think it's not necessarily bad, but I just dream of like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies with the old school Scream Factory artwork. Oh man, that would be insane. Either give us that or the simple artwork like you mentioned. I think that would be completely fine. I would love to see them get their hands on it, even though all this is going on. I still try to find like the good in it. I do think hopefully they're not over there pissed or anything like that because someone's trying to falsely leak something. I hope they take it as like this really is in high demand, because it really is. It truly is. A lot of people would kill for a Nightmare on Elm Street box set, especially from Scream Factory. I think they do an amazing job at it.
Pre-orders will be through the roof, though. And I'll say this: I believe, in my honest opinion, in my fullest of beliefs, I think that we'll see a Nightmare box set within the next year. I don't know how we wouldn't. Within 12 months' time, we'll see something, man. I fucked up with that, but
no, you're good. You're just kind of like silhouetted in the dark now.
Am I?
It's very ominous.
Ominous. Within a year, we'll definitely see something, I think.
Well, I agree completely.
Or it could be separate releases. I don't know.
I'd be fine with either one, man. I could go without Dream Child. I'd love the first 4. Well, 1, 3, and 4, but I'll take 2 as well. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it came with the booklet too. This set, it's an awesome set, dude.
It really is. Give us something like that, but in Blu-ray or 4K, and I promise you'll sell all kinds of units.
I think when I looked at this, it said
off the shelf.
I think it said it retailed back in the day for like $140 or something like that in 1999. So like that's pretty pricey, dude. I don't know how much I paid for it. I remember this being like a gem that I knew I had to when I wanted to start collecting. Everybody had it and everybody talked about it, so it was one of the first things that I wanted to purchase. But we'll get something. Nightmare on Elm Street for sure. Just don't know what. And it could be Scream Factory, and they could just be fucking lying through their teeth.
They could be. They very well could be. And in a way, I hope they are. Because I want to be surprised, but I don't want people to get their hopes up thinking this is legit, because I don't think it is. But I think there may be something in the works. I think there's something in the works. I mean, if not, like you mentioned, like a year, maybe 2 years, if that, man. Because I've noticed that Scream Factory, they've been really not branching out and like doing those like obscure titles like they used to. Like they're really like, if they're gonna put something out, it's gonna be something big. You know what I mean? That's something I've noticed here lately. So I hope they keep that up. I mean, and dude, if they included like Freddy's Nightmares and stuff like that in there, oh my god. I mean, that would be worth it alone to get. I mean, so many things and so many possibilities.
People said the same thing about the Friday the 13th box set, where they wanted them to include. I know a lot of people wanted them to include the Friday the 13th show, like the series, and if they actually can you imagine them including, you said Freddy's Nightmares, like if you had like some of the episodes of the show itself, or you didn't have to do all of them, but I remember seeing that show when I was a kid, and
Me too.
it was cool. It was interesting. You got to see Freddy a little bit here and there. But having that, or even putting the doc in there, like the documentary Never Sleep Again.
Oh my God, yeah, that would be fantastic, dude.
Would be cool, and they're doing something, man. It's too big of a property for them not to have already sniffed their little noses into. You know what I mean? They've sniffed around. I feel like I don't think this is legit, but man, they're working on something. They have to work on something. So I'll say that. Like, my dick got hard. I'll say that'll be the last thing that I say. No, when I did see it, I was like, oh my God. But then Chris is like, hey, I looked into it a little bit, and I don't think it's fully legit. And we decided we would still cover it anyway, because we talk about this in our personal lives. Like every time we talk about Scream Factory or releases that we want to see when we're talking of a night, this always gets brought up. A Nightmare on Elm Street box set is always the first on the list.
I wanted to always talk about it in a live stream, but I felt like right now would be a perfect time because of the leak, quote unquote leak. We can kind of debunk that. I mean, I'm not saying that it's 100% not real. You never know, but like just my beliefs and everything like that, all the evidence kind of add to, that it's not coming now, but it could come later. So, I hope and pray to God that we get one. Which I've said that a million times already, but eventually Freddy will get his justice, which is weird. Never thought I'd ever say that about Freddy Krueger, but and hopefully we get a new movie sometime, and that's been dormant for. Is that part 2?
Yeah.
boys. Yeah, but I mean, dude, how many years has it been? Is it 11 years
since we got anything? Like release?
No, like a movie.
Since we got a movie,
right? Was the remake?
Yep.
They need to do something with that if they can. Get us a box set. I mean, it's a perfect time to be a Halloween fan. Friday 13th with the lawsuit and all that stuff, but they're still kind of getting some content. Give us something for the Nightmare on Elm Street fans.
I agree.
That's where I'll leave it off at. I guess that'll be it, man. You got any final things to add?
No, I just I think if you're a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, stay on the lookout. You'll see something involving a box set or Blu-ray releases in general within the next year. I just don't know what it'll be, but mark my words, it'll happen.
Mark his words. I agree. It definitely has to happen. All right. Well, I guess that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I guess stay tuned for more content.
Stay tuned. Keep it horror, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Sorry about that.